Okay, hello. How is everybody? Good to be here once again. Today is May the 23rd and it's a Thursday. Hope everybody is having as good a day as I am. First off the bat, a massive thank you to literally, and I mean literally, the thousands of you that have taken the time to wish me happy birthday. A lot of instigation going on, really, wasn't there? For letting people know it was my birthday today. But thank you, really, from the bottom of my heart for all of the good wishes. Thank you so much to this lady over here for the little present I had today as well. That was really, really kind of her. And also to Marty, Chris, and Ash as well for yesterday. Very, very cool indeed. If I haven't replied to you, I'm so sorry. I've probably just missed you, and it is certainly nothing personal, but I'd like to personally thank every single one of you. So before we start recapping and going over 360 today, let's bring you up to date with a bit of the ONPASSIVE news. And as I was saying all week last week about what was coming out of OMedia, I actually did say on many occasions that because it was coming from OMedia, I kind of got the vibe and thought that it wasn't an ONPASSIVE thing, it was more of an OMedia thing. And I was right on that. But as CEO said yesterday, anything that happens within the organization, whether it's a branch of something else to do with ONPASSIVE, it is all going to be a benefit. So I just want to read you the post from OMedia about what went on yesterday. And it says here that we are so proud to appoint ONPASSIVE OMedia as the exclusive representative office for the Arab Union for Development affiliated for the League of Arab States in the UAE. And we will always work to achieve our shared goals for development and progress in our great Arab nation. We are very proud to appoint ONPASSIVE as the exclusive representative office, and this in the state of the UAE. And this partnership that they have got here is a big deal as far as OMedia is concerned, and of course ONPASSIVE. When you are working with governmental departments like this, and you are literally locking arms with these kinds of people, this really adds an awful lot of weight to our business. So congratulations to OMedia, congratulations to Mohammed Kamal and Dr. Susan, etc., for their tireless work behind the scenes, not only for ONPASSIVE, but also specifically for OMedia. Also then, as we'd said yesterday, guys, we had a new website that came in as well. And also the notes and recording of 360 yesterday were put up in the back office for you all to click on, or the recordings were out on many, many YouTube channels. Now, just talking about YouTube channels, I actually had a phone call this morning off my channel manager. I was selected a couple of years ago now to have a channel manager on YouTube. They kind of help you and steer you in sort of directions for your channel to obviously increase subscribers and interaction, etc. They're very pleased with this channel specifically of how it's all going. But one thing they did offer to me, which I am going to pass on to you, is that look out, there is going to be an exclusive freebie for channel membership for hopefully if I can sort it out, for 5 members every single month to get channel membership free of charge for 1 month on this channel. So look out for that. We'll be running maybe a little bit of a something or other so that it can go out to 5 lucky people to be tea clubbers on this channel. Okay, so look out for that. That's very exciting, and thank you to YouTube for letting me have that, and to passing it on to you guys out there as well. Right then, let's get into then 360 yesterday. Now, as I always do, I do like to kind of get the vibe of what Ash was like and try and give you my thoughts on it prior to me doing the recap. But one thing's for sure, smiles all round, wasn't it? Really, really was. He looked extremely relaxed, but tired at the same time. And this sort of showed a little bit, didn't it, that when he was talking about the mental strain that he's been under in a good way, that kind of was shown a little bit yesterday. He looked really relaxed, great fun, jovial, cracking jokes, etc. But he also looked a little bit, you know, I need to chill a little bit, you know, and that showed for me yesterday. Who have we got here then? And we've got Dennis Eldridge. Thank you so much for your super sticker. And Gayling Matthews, happy birthday, Red. A little something to go forward for your birthday dinner with Jane. Appreciate you and all you do for us. There you go. Jane's coming. Thank you so much, guys. And Colonel Daniel Lee for your super sticker as well. And also that what I gained from it is I'm loving this Ash Mufareh we're seeing at the moment. If you've noticed that he has in the past always played his cards extremely close to his chest. And especially over the last 3 weeks specifically, I've certainly found him being a little bit more open, a little bit more, I don't want to use the word honest and transparent because that's not quite the right words I want to use, but certainly opening up and being more upfront, I think is probably a decent word for it, about what's going on. Whereas before he wanted to, or he wasn't able to let us know what is going on. Nowadays, especially the last 3 weeks, he's certainly letting us know really up-to-date information that he is getting from his side, and he's certainly passing it on in a timely manner towards us as well. So I'm loving how that is all going at the moment. So let's get into what he had to say. And he came on, as I said, very jovial, looking fantastic as always. And he said last Wednesday, we said that we were going to, we're here to stay and definitely not changing. He said, actually, I want to change that to we are going to crush it and break all records. And again, over the last sort of 3 weeks or so, I've certainly got the impression that even though we've had this thought and he's told us this is bigger than you think and you know, you're going to be shocked and all the rest of it, I really am now getting the vibe that yeah, this is going to be a lot bigger than I envisaged it ever would be. Even though we've been told this, it takes a while to sink in a little bit, doesn't it? Because you have to see things for yourself. You have to sort of start feeling it for yourself. People can tell you all day the same thing, all the rest of it, but you're actually not quite believing it yourself until you are feeling it yourself. Regina Kirk, thank you so much for your super sticker. Very, very kind of you. So he said, we're going to crush it and break all the records. He said, we've been on a journey for a while and there are some things that I've kept to myself. He said, this has been a learning curve He said he can't divulge everything, obviously, mainly because of the inaccuracies of what he says have caused the company quite a lot of problems, more so than we would ever know, in all honesty, because of misrepresentation and people bending the truths. It's caused a few problems. And this is one of the reasons why he does keep a lot of the things to himself. He also thanked Michigan. Was it Michigan? Not quite sure. Chris will probably let me know on that one. And he said a big thanks to them for their intelligence. A surprise is coming from that state or that city. Obviously, we will find that out when we need to know. But it is obvious, isn't it, that he has been talking to a lot of people. We've known for at least the last 2 weeks that he's been on the road quite a lot, that's for sure. And I'm convinced that up there in Michigan and the United States is one of the places he has been visiting to do a lot of behind the scenes work with ONPASSIVE. And he said last Wednesday, we mentioned that the funds were on hold and these were released and we could start seeing payments soon. Now, he actually gave us a really good update on this. He reminded us that we won the case and the process is underway. And he also made a little Andrew Colhern, thank you so much, my friend, for your super sticker. Very, very kind. I don't know if you picked up on it or not, but he also made a reference, I certainly picked up on it, to what he said, if you remember, about 4 months ago, that he said that they would be seeking compensation for them holding our funds in an unethical way and all the rest of it. But he made a little bit of a reference to this as well, that they'd come to an agreement, which was part of the process of releasing the funds for the for the distress that it has caused us and all the rest of it, which in other words means that I believe, not that I've been told, but I certainly got that impression that there will be some sort of compensation coming back to ONPASSIVE from the two merchants because of them withholding the funds when they shouldn't have. So again, that is great news. But he did update us very honestly about how that process is going. He was saying that they told us it was going to be 1 to 2 weeks. One of those weeks has already gone, and he really does believe that we should get some good news by next week of those funds coming back into the account. Now, he's already explained what's going to happen and the process that they're going to clear out all of the pending withdrawals first and bonuses, etc. All those are going to be cleared out before we move on to the next stage. Now, one of the interesting things that he did bring up yesterday as far as what is going to be happening moving forward was about OVerify. Now, we already know that OVerify is going to be a free-to-use product within the ONPASSIVE ecosystem. Why? Because it's what we're going to use with new customers, with new affiliates to verify who these people are, including everybody who is already within the ecosystem, so that we know that we have a platform where everybody is known. There is no hiding behind pseudonyms, fake names, fake accounts, etc. Not in ONPASSIVE. That is certainly not going to be the case, is that everybody will be verified, and obviously there is a AI process to verify those people. And he talked a little bit about the initial thought process of OVerify, of what he thought it would be, to actually coming to the end of the OVerify building and thinking, actually, this is a product that's in high demand. And he was talking very openly, wasn't he, about how that he can integrate that into us as affiliates so that we can monetize OVerify. And he hasn't come up really with a specific plan as yet, but by the way he was talking, he was certainly alluding to this is something that he wants to achieve and to do. So for us as affiliates, absolutely amazing to have another product that we can resell on a commission basis. So obviously there's going to be some great news coming for that, but the biggest news as far as OVerify is that it is ready to go, and that will be rolled out very shortly after they clear the backlog of the pending withdrawals and bonuses. So again, I am expecting that to come very quickly after we start this process once again. But keep your eyes and ears open for that one. But it was great news from him to bring us up to date with one of those. He actually says it is an AI system that will be best in the market, and it will be the best in the market. We saw the need and how much it costs for third parties to run this. So we decided to build our own. It is live, and we will add another stream of income. Implementation and details of this will come soon. So amazing news that is really about OVerify, and it should be to all you guys as well. Companies nowadays, whether they're virtual, whether they're digital, are crying out for a standalone hands-free verification process that they don't have to get involved with, that they don't have to have physical people there to operate, that is actually going to verify people so that they know they're real. So well done to the team for getting that done and processing it so quickly. He also then mentioned about payment processors. We don't have to go over what has happened with the other ones. We all know that and up to date. But he also said there's great progress with other payment processors. He's been testing them. He said we've got more and more lined up, and it is shaping up very nicely. That, to me, reading between those lines means that there is something in place straight away for things to get going. But they've also got others coming on board to spread that load. What do I mean by the load? Basically, the problem we had before was the sheer volume of money going through one payment processor. It set off all bells and whistles, etc. But by spreading the load over various payment processors, this helps with all of the legalization side of things, etc. So again, really good. Obviously, the game plan, guys, and this is the end goal as far as payment processes is concerned, is to have it in-house. This takes an awful long time to get the consent, the legalities, the paperwork, licenses, etc., to be able to do all of this. But in the interim side, it looks like they've got that all sorted now, and it really is good news that that is. It continually looking for quality people with high levels of experience, he said, as expertise, sorry, he said. And he said the quality of people you surround yourself is very important. And in my case, this keeps getting better and better. And he also went into quite a lot of depth about how this stimulates himself. It inspires him. He says that he's had some very long conversations with some incredibly intelligent masterminds, and it literally has given him brain ache as well from the intensity of how they speak, what they're talking about, and the level that they are talking about. He said it really is a bit of a wake-up call for him to bring himself up to that level as well. And this is why he was saying that if you surround yourself with these types of people, it increases your capacity as well. You know, we say it many times, don't we, as far as online stuff is concerned, is surround yourself with like-minded people. Make sure that you are with positive people who bring you up, not people who take you down. And this kind of thing, which he was talking about, all adds to how you are successful online without a shadow of a doubt. You know, that if you hang around with like-minded people, with positive people, the ones that are prepared to go that extra mile, to take the extra risk, to really look at the bigger picture, then you yourself will be in that environment and be extremely positive about anything that happens, whether it be a setback. It's not the end of the world. It's just a learning curve for the next stage of pushing forward. And it was very interesting to what he had to say, to be honest. He said this will benefit us, benefit all of us, and it gives us all confidence in the world that the ONPASSIVE brand will crush it. He said the team is highly motivated to do all of this because of you guys, for those that deserve it. What does he mean by that little part? It really was, for me, a huge thank you to the dedicated founders, the dedicated and loyal affiliates that are part of ONPASSIVE, the ones that have stuck by him and the business and the company over the last 5.5+ years, through the thick and thin. And he was making a real point of saying that without us helping him, backing him, then, you know, it has helped him to stay focused on the big picture. Because even with negativity that has surrounded him and the hardships he's had to go from literally all corners, knowing that he has dedicated supporters within the business really has given him the inspiration to drive it forward. So that was for me, a really nice thing that he said. He said, we will always be open to take calculated risks, he said, to improve our company. He said, and this really was quite a cool discussion, in my opinion, that he was anything to do with business. You give something a go sometimes because you think it's the right way to go. Sometimes it works and you build on that and it gets better and better, and sometimes it doesn't work and you have to reevaluate things and maybe go down different routes. But one thing he did say when he was talking about this was that the core base has never been so as strong as it is now. He said that is what we've always worked on, to make sure that the core of ONPASSIVE has been firm, it has been steady, and that is growing more and more every single day. But for a business to aspire, inspire, and to grow, it has to take risks in certain areas. Some pay off, some don't pay off. That is just the natural nature of the beast as far as it works. But it's also a very good thing. Why? Because it means that they're not being stagnant. They're not staying in one place. They're not just having the status quo of a business making money and all the rest of it. They are looking all the time at other avenues that they feel will be of benefit to our business. And that really is, for me, and it should be for you guys as well, a really heartwarming thing to know that they are branching off and maybe looking at other ways of expanding ONPASSIVE into other arms, into other branches, like OMedia, for instance. It is part of ONPASSIVE, but it's also standalone. I'm sure there's going to be other branches like this as well that we will see popping up all the time moving forward in this business. But it was good that he opened up about it, and it was good that he let us know that this is happening as well. He said also Ash and the key executives at ONPASSIVE will let us know when to get attached to something that is important. Why did he mention this? Because of what's been happening in OMedia. Like I said, I've been saying all week that I thought it was to do with OMedia, because if it was to do with ONPASSIVE, we would have seen it in the ecosystem, or we would have been told directly by our CEO that this is going to be happening. When you have standalone businesses that are attached to another business, then obviously they're going to get excited about what they're doing. And this is exactly what's happened with OMedia, with what they've just happened with the League of Arabic States in the UAE. They're hugely excited about it, and absolutely kudos to them. But there really was a lot of people jumping on there. This is fantastic. It's what's happening for us on passive and all the rest of it. So we do need to be mindful that just because we see something down a different avenue, down a different route that might be attached to on passive, it's not necessarily just about on passive, i.e. What Dr. Taruk's doing in London and OMedia and maybe other people around about as well. Is it beneficial that in the long run to on passive? Yes, absolutely, hugely it is. But it's not about on passive per se, the business that we ourselves know. So he was just reiterating and making us aware that unless you hear it from key executives at the corporation himself, then obviously it's great news, but it's not as important because it's not going to affect us per se. He then mentioned quickly about his time he spent on Letso with Ron and Minu on Friday. He really was genuine in what he was saying, that he loves going on there to just relax, no business, chilling with you guys, kicking back, having a laugh and all the rest of it. So he was basically letting us know that every time we see him, it's not necessarily going to be about business. He said sometimes business things come up in the discussion, and obviously we go down that route. But on a general basis, he goes there just to relax, have a laugh, get to know us a bit more, get to know the people behind the faces that he sees online. And for a CEO of any company to do that, and more importantly, to want to do that, is very, very special indeed. And thank you so much for letting us know, Ash Mufareh, that is where you like to hang. So anyway, guys, that is the recap of yesterday. Like I said, the recording of it is up all over the place. Go and have a listen to it. Very inspiring, very genuine, and there's good times ahead for sure. Obviously, again, we are in a way beholden to a third party still, because we are waiting for those funds to come back into the on passive coffers. But one thing's for sure, as soon as they are there, they are going to do absolutely everything within their power to get this ball rolling once again. And it really is my belief that once that ball starts rolling into this next stage, there is going to be no stopping us. And I really, really do believe that as well. Don't worry about the figures. Don't worry about, I've got nobody in my team. How much am I going to get? And all those, everything will start becoming very apparent when things start getting going again. But one thing's for sure, if you're in on passive, if you're a founder and you're an affiliate and you've activated your accounts, you are in a hugely amazing position right now. The company is here to help us. They're not here to rip us off and take our money. They're actually here to make sure you make money. And that is a brilliant place to be in, isn't it? So then let's go over to the chat area now. We'll start with the people in green. You're the tea clubbers. And we'll start with David Schweitzer, Helen de la Bastide. Hi to you. Gina Lever, Joe Whistler, Birgit Johansson. You're all in green. Thank you for your continued support on a monthly basis. It's very, very kind of you. We've also got Barry Dang, the lovely Fatima, Joyce Hicks, Gina Lever, Nagaraj, hi to you, Michelle Champagne as well, Jarmo, Pretty Henry, and Jerry Nix. Hi to you guys. Arta Scucci's in the house, and Dawn McIntyre, Curtis Strickland, and M. Cayley. Angela Lynn is there. All you guys, you're all in green. Twice, third time, Jean. Thank you so much for your support. We'll move over now. And we will do Mary Tienda, Gemma Ramaki, Kushal Pegu, and Stephanie Morrison. We've got Pat Parent and Lynn Nakamoto. I saw Rob Gorman there as well earlier. Hi to you guys. Manage Jacob, Sean, Stephanie Morrison. Juanita Ali is there. Philip Ahata, I think that is. Fakar, you are there. Graham Burt, hello mate, your tea club in it. Cynthia Deering, Sherry Durswer, Robert McGahey, Anita B. Happy, NKY Stella, Yusuf Addo, you're there as well. Laurie Lunn, hi. And Graham Burt is tea club in it. Hi, Raphael Saint-Germain, Sukdir and Vulcan, Wayne Gladding. Birgit Johansson, hi to you. We've also got Torrinyar. Hello, how you doing? Couple more. Patty Carpenter. Bill Must, there you go, mate. How are you? Thank you, Bill, for all you're doing, and good to see you around and back on the mend again. Who's that? That is Fatima. Thank you for your super sticker. That's lovely. And Perpetua Seperin. Perpetua Seperin. I think that's how you say it. Hope I got that right. Wasim Anwar, hi to you. Danish Inmar, hello to you. Nunu Santos. Nunu, thank you so much for the very kind words, by the way, that you've sent me. That's very kind of you. And again, guys, thank you to everybody that said happy birthday to me. It's blown me away, to be honest. Sherry Durswer is there as well. Gallian Momin, Deborah Charles, couple more then, because the dogs know that when I finish doing my live, they know that I take them for WALK. So they're getting impatient because obviously I'm taking too long. Rinu Pariha, hi to you. George Lukakumwa is there. Jacqueline Davis. Graham Burt. Cheers, my friend, for your super sticker, mate. Very, very kind of you. That really is. I'll have a wee dram on your behalf, mate. That's for sure. If that's okay. Thank you so much. Who else have we got? I will do, mate. That's very kind of you. Yeah, I'll have a nice drop of scotch on that one. Thank you. Robert Oakes. Who else have we got? Kidu Mogazeza. And the last one then we've got also David Schweitzer. I've just seen you there. Galen Matthews as well. 17 more to send. Yeah, I know. Ash didn't do me any favors there, did he? Very funny. Smile with Dr. Benny is there. Whilst Dr. Benny's on here, actually, I just want to thank Dr. Benny, by the way, for anywhere that I am, any webinar that I'm, she is on all the webinars in the chat areas. Fantastic what you do behind the scenes, Dr. Benny. And we all love you for that as well, and many others as well, but I just saw your name, so I thought I'd give you a shout out. Janice is there as well. Thank you for the birthday shout out. A couple more. I keep saying a couple more. New people come on. Marianne Toth is Tea Club in it, and thank you so much for yours. Bollyhoo Pushpin Media, you're there as well. Tea Club in it. Deborah Charles, if I'm said hello to you as well. Keshley Benjamin, hi to you. Johnny Simpson as well. Pamela Edwards. That'll do then. Christina Dodds is tea clubbing as well. That's it from me. Going to walk the dogs now and go and chill out a little bit. I think I will do. Anyway, guys, be back around tomorrow, Friday. Same time, 4 p.m. And obviously Saturday and Sunday we shall have off. Obviously, any news, updates, etc., I will bring them straight to you. That's it from me then. Bye for now.